My everyday plumbing tool bag. In this video, I'll be showing you my everyday tools which I use as a plumber, some of the most frequent tools, but I do need you to like, share and subscribe. Most frequently used tools by me as a plumber are my water pump pliers. I not only have a pair of these, but I have the small ones as well, which I find very handy when you need to get into tight spaces. And trust me, this has never slipped on me and it's always been some of the best. These are the best water pump pliers which I use at the moment. And now we're going to move on to my next tool, which I use quite frequently, but I bet you can't guess what it is. So it's going to be these adjustables from Barco's. I've only ever broke one because I broke it there because I was using another one to hit it and take off a washer, which I shouldn't have done, but I learnt my lesson and I won't do that again. Definitely not. But I'm sure I've got the wider grips in here as well. Oh yeah, they're right here. So excuse my bag for being so messy, but it's got so much tools in it. So here we've got the two different sizes. So we've got a 10, which is here, and we've also got an 8, which has got a wide grip. So when you look at that, that's wider. So let me put it back to back like that so you can see. So there you go, look. It's a good way of measuring it up, but these are so much in handy. Again, this is never worn out on any of my tools. I've had this probably for more than 18, 19 years and it looks like this. It's all right, isn't it? It's not too bad. Let's move on to the next tool. So the next tool is got to be my tap. Oops, can't get it out. Next tool which I would say I use quite frequently and often is this tap spanner. This tap spanner has a button which you can press on this side here, which allows you to extend it. As you can see, the button is there now. Push it and it allows you to extend it out. It's called a telescopic tap wench or basin wench, whatever you want to call it. If you're in America, if you're in UK, does the same thing. It's Milwaukee, of course, because I like Milwaukee stuff, but we're not talking about the brands in this video. We're just talking about the tools which I use often. And so if I'm changing a pair of taps, I'm going to use this. Make it easy for me. It doesn't matter what length it's at. I've got long arms anyway, and with this, just makes it easier. So originally, I was not a person that was into these combi screwdrivers, you know, which have every gizmo going in it. But it makes a lot of sense with these types of bags because you don't have a lot of screwdrivers on you and you only need a couple of heads on your screwdrivers when you do use them. So this is kind of perfect. 6 different heads and this, which is able to come out of it and push it in it. And you can use any adapter head on the top of it there. So yeah, screwdriver. I used this today when I was on a job, yeah. So you always need a strong flat, yeah. And this is like anti-shock, so you can prise it, use it as, you know, to lift up floorboards and stuff like that. That's what I do use it for. I was prising up some decking outside someone's property with it today without a hammer, and it was just easy to use. We're going to go on to the next tool now. So the next tool, what I would say I use quite often, and it's going to be the Allen keys. Allen keys are necessary when it comes to things like shower valves, when you're working on taps and stuff like that. To be able to take the head off, you need different types of Allen keys, and these are kind of perfect. Again, I have another set of Allen keys, but I'm not sure if they're in this bag or my other bag, but Allen keys are a necessity. All right, let's move on. So the next thing I would say is going to be this screwdriver. I know we're bouncing back and forward from different screwdrivers, but trust me, it all makes sense for me. So this type of screwdriver is 1 in 6 sizes. You get rusty screws which are behind toilet systems. This is the perfect screwdriver to deal with it. And we'll go on to some other bits now. So my friend On Point Electrical told me about this tool, which is a 1 in 3. So what it's able to do is able to be a pliers, It's able to be a wire stripper, which you can see you can strip wire there, and you can cut wire there as well. So pliers, cutters, and strippers. I'm sure that's right. So, and again, who doesn't love one of those? Buy yourself nice tools, they'll make sense. My mate, I watched online, he told me about this. So this is a wearer. This is a wearer spanner, and why I like this spanner is it's got a slip grip which doesn't allow you to slip off of stuff on this side, and it's got a ratchet on this side. What this spanner makes your life easy to do if you do plumbing, which is to take out cartridges. I'm sure I've got one at the front of the bag here. So it's the perfect size for a cartridge, as you can see. So sometimes you go to taps and the cartridges are really tight when they're in. This will get it out. If you can't get it out like that, maybe you should leave it alone. No, I'm joking. Let's move on to the next one. So people ask me often, they see this hanging up my bag and say, why have you got this? You need a little mirror sometimes because you can't see a leak or see like down where something is like there. So imagine there's something in my bag like that and I can see into that corner from here. So it's easier for me to see. And if I ever drop any of my tools or anything like that, that can pick it up. It's a magnet, but you get different weighted magnets on them. So I don't know if this is the heaviest one on it, but it works and it's able to, oops. There you go. It works and it's able to lift up my tools if you take time. So this brings us to this point. These are for radiators. Use these often when I'm changing radiators. What I do like about them is, again, nothing really to go wrong on the tool, innit? The only thing that can happen to it is probably it snaps, but never had that happen to me. Be careful with your tools. Adjustables, again, different sizes, smaller sizes. What size is this? This is 6, I think, maybe? Yeah, it is 6, yeah. They will always tell you what the sizes are there. So 2 6s allow you to get off of smaller nuts. We are getting to the middle of my bag now. So always got a torch. This is a rechargeable torch. This makes so much sense because it just was easy to buy. It's not waterproof or nothing, but again, rechargeable torch, which is quite bright as well. You don't know if it really is this amount of looms, but it's bright enough, put it that way. Always works. Lovely. These are some of my favorite cutters. So these are ratchet cutters from Ox Tools. I used to do some collaborations with them and they gave me these. Make it so much easier when you need to cut off a bit of pipe and you just can't get around it. So it just makes it work so much better and you cutting less. You're doing less of that as a plumber. So very handy, but you can't always get it into the tight spaces because you can imagine, look, from there to there is the width of a normal cutter. So if you've got a tight space, maybe you can't get it in there because you've got that extra housing what sits around the side. But you can see it's not crazy, isn't it? So good tool, really good tool. Always need these. So these open hatches and stuff like that. So just handy to have in your bag at some point. As you can see, electrical insulated screwdrivers is always necessary when you're working with anything which could be electric. So make sure you have them. These are insulated as well. All of these are insulated to 1000. I'm quite sure. Look, it says it on the back there. Hold on, let's try and bring it in close. See how good my camera is. See it? Oh, 1 second. We can see it on that one there. There you go. So you can see that they're insulated by the writing on the side of them. If your screwdrivers say they're not insulated, consider them not to be insulated, right? So pens, markers, you always need that as a tradesperson. I've got another one of that T-bar key, which I showed you. That's what they're called, T-bar keys. So I've got a level in here as well. I've also got another adjustable. Don't ask me why I've got so many adjustables. Probably because I bought these barcodes in a pair, but they're always handy to have, you know. always handy to have, super handy. So we've got the thumbs, which you can see here. So these are for radiators, and if you ever work on any radiators on your own, you can twist that into the nut and that will hold it back, so it will stop the water from running out of it. You need 2 of them, obviously, because it runs out of both sides, but you don't need me to tell you that. Anyway, we're getting right into the middle of my bag now, which is great. So PTFE tape, can't never go wrong with it. Loctite is so tight inside my bag, I don't really want to pull it out. I'll pull it out, look. Loctite 55, yeah? And then I've got another one, which is here. So I'm always using these on threads and stuff. And again, they're some of the best to use. I have got another adapter for the drill. So it's a drill bit, so I can put any head in there. And that's why I have, I'll show you that in a second. That's why I have these, where are they? They're here on the bag. So these got little drill bits in it, but I'm gonna take them off so you can see it up close. So I saw these because someone else had them. So I thought, very cool. So you can have your drill bits, the bits what you need here. You just push up and there's your drill bit ready to go. So you don't always want to take all your bits with you, but you know there's certain bits what you do need. See? And they won't get lost because they lock into place on this thing. So you've got to purposely pull them up to do that. So once you pull them up, they will come out. Radiator keys, you always need those. Got the Hemp 2.0 ones as well. And I've got some just Milwaukee bits, stars and all that type of stuff. I'll show you what's on the other one as well. So I've got a demagnetizer, that's what this thing is, and it magnetizes your screwdriver. So if you was like taking screws out and you wanted to hold on to the screws and you didn't want to drop them, you'd magnetize it, and then after you could demagnetize any normal screwdriver. So that, I saw this again, someone else done a little review of it, so I thought that's a bit tidy, that is. That's for your gas meter. I'm just making sure that some people know what's going on. So we'll try to get the other one off. Looks like I'm gonna have to battle with it to get it off, guys and girls, but it's what you gotta do. I'm making this video, right? So I like it because it's got a little lock on it. So as you can see, I had to do it off like that, so it can't just fly off my bag or anything. Oh, is it gonna be a problem to take it off? Might be. Let's just show you like this. So the other bits what I've got, diamond drill bit for cutting into drills, to cutting into tiles. Like that, we had to film that again. It wasn't coming off, but anyway, it's off now. So we've got more bits for our drill. This is for cutting into your tiles. Very sharp, known as a diamond bit. I've got another one here, so they're different sizes. So I think maybe this one's 10mm and this one is 8mm. So you can see on the side of them. Try to bring it in close so you can have a little, where is it? This. Anyway, it says it on the side of it. You can't see it, but I can see it. Another drill bit as well, mason bit here, little socket bit, and I've still got some more spaces to be able to put some more drill bits if I need to put them on. Right. What else have I got in this bag now? So what else I have in this bag? It's just drill bits. So I've got some other drill bits here. And I have a engineer's screwdriver, which is tiny stubby. I have another stubby in the bag as well. I think I didn't show you, but it's here. So I've got a flat stubby as well. So have both of them. Stubby screwdrivers are necessary. Got this. Don't know why this is in there. So this is a ratchet. We're nearly down to our last tools, and what I've got here is some diamond drill bits, which help me drill into tiles. So I've got a size 8 and I've got a size 10. You can see the difference, and it has the size on the side of it there. So I've got some other drill bits, which are sockets. And I've got 2 more spaces for 2 more bits, which I can pick up at some point and add to the bag. This I don't really use this a lot, but it's necessary sometimes when we're cutting things and stuff like that. So it's just good to have. And I've got an old screwdriver as well. This is like one of my first screwdrivers, which I used to roll with all the time. A lot of memories from this screwdriver. You need a good flat as a plumber because you're always turning off those isolation valves. So that's pretty much everything what's in this bag when it comes to the tools. I hope you guys enjoyed it because these are plumbing tools which I use quite often as a plumber. And yeah, if you can think about things which you would have in your bag, hopefully this helps you, but gives you some ideas what to put in the bag. Make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side.